G90 side window installation video. The full version with live chat and more eyes available in the live tab on the channel. Due to the nature of live streaming, there may be some audio and video buffering. Thank you for your understanding. This side is the film side, and this side is the liner. I will now install it in the same order I normally work. Right now, on glass tint film, this film side, the surface hard coating layer has been made very slippery. So this film is very slippery. It slides very well. So with this film, there is no need to apply soap solution when shrinking the film. If it already slides well and you apply soap solution, you will have a hard time shaping the film. So I will only fix it in place with water. Even after doing this, the film still wants to move. That is how strong the slip is. The reason I always shrink these wrinkles on side windows, whether the curve is large or even just slight, is first to achieve a cleaner Pico Edge installation. The second reason is if the film has even a slight wave and wrinkles appear during the inside installation, dust can get in. So to minimize dust contamination, I always shrink it. I shape the film first like this. This one barely has any curve. Almost none at all. Like this. I will trim the top first. 됐어? 오케이. The outside cutting is now finished. Now inside. I will proceed with scraping and cleaning. First, there should not be any debris on the glass. Of course, there should not be. There should not be any debris stuck to the glass. But you never really know. Anything stuck to the glass cannot be removed with this pad, so I always scrape by moving this plastic tool with my fingertips. That is how I scrape. When scraping this way, I can feel anything hard directly through my fingertips. That is why I recommend scraping with plastic whenever possible. That is the part I often explain. After doing that, if something catches on the plastic, then you can finally remove it with a blade. The scraping is finished. Now we will begin cleaning properly. Today, with the rubber seal still in place, we will install the film into the rubber seal without removing the door trim. Now the scraping is all done. We have cleaned quite a lot. The scraping is finished.
And after cleaning, we do the final cleaning with a cleaning squeegee.
Now on the side, there is still moisture here, and there's moisture on the left side too. I will use water, not a hard card. I do not use a hard card because I want to prevent dust from getting in. Everything so far was prepared for this moment. The introduction was too long, right? Just to show you this one thing. Just to show you this one thing. I will explain it again later. But taking the film to the cutting table to remove the liner, peeling it there and bringing it back again, looks very difficult to me. I'm not sure if that works well for you, but sticking the film to glass on the wall and removing the liner there looks difficult to me. But if you are comfortable with it, you can keep doing it. This is an important moment, so I will focus on the installation. I hope the side window goes in smoothly. You are watching how it goes in live without any editing. Watch. I just inserted it upward. You may not be able to see it clearly in the video, but the upper part of this glass and this corner section too, you know this area. There is no catching, no resistance, and no film wrinkling at all. It went right in. The edge lines are connecting very subtly, and I am checking whether there is any gap all the way to the very end by changing the angle like this, and this corner edge too. If you look toward that end, you cannot really see whether there is a gap from there. I think I have to explain everything verbally. This end here. Now, after that, we need to go outside and check. We check whether it went into the groove here. It went in well. It went in with enough margin. Now look at this. I need to cut this edge now, and it went in well. It went in cleanly without catching on anything. You will be surprised if you try this yourself. Before, to make film go in smoothly on glass where it does not move well, I tried all kinds of things. Industrial hydrochloric acid, glass shop cleaning chemicals. I tried everything, but I could not remove this water repellent layer. I tried alcohol and all sorts of things. Then I discovered something called an oil film remover. I pulled out the exact terms such as water repellency and oil film. So this is water repellency, this is oil film. The layer that oxidizes from the air while the car is being driven is what we call oil film. It is generally referred to as an oil film layer. When the car comes from the factory with a water repellent coating already applied, that is water repellency. It is water repellency. It has been treated with a water repellent coating. Because it has been chemically treated, it will not come off unless you use a chemical that is made to remove the water repellent treatment. Yes, that is exactly what I am pointing out. If it does not move, you simply need to make it move by reducing the water repellent effect. This is a major discovery. If you do not clearly define this with the right terms, there can be a lot of confusion during installation. So, through today's live stream, I am explaining this part in detail. Now we need to cut this edge. During this edge cutting process, some people do this. They do a half installation on all 4-door windows, and after it dries, they use either this blade or an art knife blade. Some people use both methods, but my opinion is this: whether the glass is dry or not, or whether this edge is dry or not, is not the important part. If you get the blade angle right, you can cut it right after installation, even before it dries. I have shown this many times. The edge shape is not very good, right? The edge does not come out clean, and the angle is a bit unusual. This edge does not look very nice. If you cut this edge with a blade, it can feel slightly rough. Most current vehicles have very smooth edges, and not many vehicles have an edge that bends at such a sharp angle. Their edges were really good. So with this Dorco blade, you could just run the blade along, what we call shaving, and even with a rough pass, you could achieve a clean Pico edge. But with this type of glass, cutting the edge is very difficult. If you look at the angle of the glass, it is laid back at a sharp angle. The blade does not move well. It does not cut cleanly. For this type, rather than pulling the blade, you need to cut it with a slicing motion for safety. On the left side, I pulled the blade through to cut it. On this side, I sliced it. Because the surface is not good, I cannot pull the blade through. If I pull it, the film could get caught, or the shape could come out uneven. Because of that risk, I used a slicing motion. Right now, I am cutting again. the tiny areas that are protruding very slightly. I will show you how much I trimmed with the second cut, though I am not sure if the camera can capture it. This is one strip. Can you see it? I trimmed it just slightly. On this left end, if you insert it with a straight hard card, it goes in this deep. Can you really get the proper angle at the very end? You cannot, so it only roughly pushes the film in. And it is difficult to make the end fully adhere. So now I will use this curved hard card. This curved hard card.
To finish the final edge and then roll it up.
Since we removed the full liner and installed the film this way, there were some areas that touched here, even though we masked them. So we need to spray water toward the glass and film side, so that any fine grit or dust can flow down completely. We need to spray it like this. If we insert the bottom properly, the installation should finish well. This is the part that does not go in easily. It is caught right now. A section is caught. Especially at the lower section, if it is slightly caught, do not force it in. Can you see it on video? Basically, it is sliding well. But right now, because the rubber seal is deep, it does not go in easily. Open this slightly, then pull it back. If this side is fully in, the installation is basically done. The Genesis G90 has an automatic door opening and closing function, so the door moves. For the inside installation, I attached the upper half first, rolled it up, and pushed out the lower section. In terms of how much the film slid, compared to other cars with rubber seals, or cars without rubber seals, it was not stressful. That is because the film slid smoothly into place. So that completes the side window installation. The G90, G80, G70, and Hyundai vehicles are honestly difficult cars. From a tinter's perspective, they are cars that were not designed with tinters in mind. So many installers struggle with them because so many people remove the inner door panel before installing. I wanted to show this for those who cannot remove the panel or those who take too much time when removing it. I showed you how to install by sliding the film into the bottom without removing the panel. Even if the rubber seal is very tight, I showed you how the film can slide smoothly to the side and be installed without stress. I think you can make good use of this. If you apply this well, there will naturally be a fundamental difference in skill between those who can do this and those who cannot. If you can install on a G90 door window, you can install on almost every domestic vehicle, and even difficult cars, like Land Rover vehicles with water-repellent coating, where the film does not slide against the rubber seal and glass. Even though the film needs to slide in, no matter how strong you mix the slimer, it does not slide. That can be very difficult. In those cases, if you install it the way we did today, I do not think it will be too difficult. Now let's close the doors and take a look. Now I will check it on camera. Can you see it?
Let's roll it up.
The film installed is Shure X 12%. I showed you the installation process. We will wrap it up here today. Next time, I will come back with even better content. Thank you to everyone who joined us today. See you next time. Thank you.